Today we're going to make some homemade soup that has a lemony, zesty chicken broth, homemade of course, and we're going to make some art for Imbolc season by way of a creative zine. So today it is a snowed in Sunday, and I figured it'd be the perfect day to make some broth, like long simmered broth. These ingredients may look a little different because this isn't what's going to end up in the final soup. We got celery tops. I had a really rubbery stalk of celery left in the fridge. We got onions, including the skins, which gives the broth a gorgeous color. We got garlic. I smashed some of it. The rest of the tiny ones, I just threw them in there. Carrots in here too. So we're just making a long simmering broth. I have this here rotisserie chicken that has a lot of meat on it. So what I'm gonna do is cut the meat off and add the bones to our broth. So now after I cut all the meat off, I got a lot of chicken breast left. There's still a lot of meat on this bone too, but it'll add to the broth flavor. So got the carcass in there, the thighs, the wings, and all of this chicken breast here. This is going to be enough. I'll add it for my soup, but I'm also going to probably dice up some for salad. So that way we get 2 meals, well, more than 2 meals really out of the chicken, because it's going to make a lot of soup. Anyway. And it's a good way to use up your parsley stems, cilantro stems too, because sometimes those get thrown away or you don't know what to do with them. So I'm going to put these in the pot as well. Add those stems. My parsley has seen better days, so some of this parsley probably should go in there too, because it's like dried out. You know, but we'll have enough to add to the soup part. That's looking good. It smells good. I haven't added any salt or pepper. I haven't seasoned it up at all yet. We're just letting it simmer. Actually, I'm gonna add some more water. So I added some more water and it is looking good already. The color is gorgeous. We haven't added salt. I could add some pepper. We haven't added any seasonings yet. We are just simmering. This is a great snow day activity, you know, because you can make, I added some more water because this is obviously going to make a large pot of broth once I strain it, which can be frozen and used later. Yeah, there we go. Sunday, snow day. And today, what I'm doing is really leaning into art. My background is in art. I went to school for art. I ended up getting a degree in digital art. So I have strayed away from the more tactile approaches to art. Although, you know, I do my collages, and this is a form of collage as well. I mean, I do collages. Okay, let me start over. I bought myself some new markers. I had these already, so I'm learning because I didn't know. I haven't used acrylic markers before. I hadn't used alcohol markers before. You know, I'm a Crayola Super Tips kind of girl, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But I did want to try something new. Now this page here, I bought a mixed media pad, and I just wanted to try out. So you see it bleeds through on the other side, but I have this already cut for a zine. I'm just really into making zines lately, y'all. It's calling to me so hard. I love that art is just calling to me so hard right about now. So I'm gonna see, I wanted to play around with some examples that I saw someone on YouTube doing. So I don't know where this is gonna go, but I just wanted you to see because I was just playing around with each of these panels. Let me show you how it looks folded up. So look at that. Already it's looking kind of cool, right? I do not know how to draw very well. Like people, humans. So I was just playing around. Doesn't look that bad on camera. Anyway, so here's where we are. It's not finished. I don't even know what it's going to be. Maybe it'll be a little Imbolc zine. I don't know. But so far, you know, like I said, I'm just playing around. I was playing around with the alcohol markers, and I want to play around with the acrylic markers. I might add some paint, some collage. I don't know. We'll see where this goes. The other thing I wanted to show you is this. I ordered some socks from Bombas, which I love. They're a splurge. But anyway, they're worth it. I made a video about Bombas that we learned about their efforts in a previous video a couple years ago. But anyway, this little piece of marketing material was there, and this is about to get repurposed because it's cute. Look. See those panels? I can cover each and every one of these up. That'll make a cute little frame, little zine. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for yet, but oh, I like the way it looks, almost like a honeycomb. Maybe this will be something about the hive. Oh, that might be fun. Oh, that might be fun. Anyway, y'all, you get it. I'm just really called into my art. So I've been working on my zine here. I watched a few videos. I watched a few videos to just, you know, make some notes about Imbolc, do my research first. And I really like what I learned. Like, I am not a big follower of the actual goddesses, but it was good to learn about Brigid, and I do like the symbolism attached to her, which I feel like I can celebrate either way. Fire and water, crafts, smithing, animals, abundance, dairy, because it's the time when the cows are in their milk, I guess, for the baby cows. It's the time of lambing too, and ewes have their babies at this time. Sacred springs and their healing properties. So that's water related. Creativity, poetry, and art. Celebrated in Ireland and other places. But this was what really I like. How it represents the spark, the fire, and the water. The spark that heats the metal, and the water that quenches the flame. The spark of creativity, as well as the healing qualities of water. I really like that. And I do like this about Brigid being a symbol of early women's rights and an early feminist icon. So healing, sacred fire, creativity, sacred fire, sacred water, healing, and creativity. So I need to incorporate that into my zine. Look, it's coming together, y'all. It is really coming together. Like, I'm having so much fun with creating these zines, even if they're just for me. You know, I'm not passing them out anywhere yet. But this is my cover. Oh, I gotta show you all this technique that I saw someone do on Facebook, and it was so easy. So here we have the return of the light. Imbolc means in the belly. So I have my other ideas for things I want to do. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna, some of these are already represented in the booklet. So I wrote this about what I like to do for Imbolc. Maybe this is my version of Brigid. I have this page I decorated around rejuvenate. And I don't know what else I'm gonna put on here. I might just put my ideas for ways to celebrate Imbolc. And then on this page, I have tune into a different beat within. Here's India Ari, who I haven't listened to in a long time. Maybe I'll put on some India Ari. Her music got me through some hard times, y'all. And on the back here, I don't know, I have this quote around creativity. That's where I've gotten so far. So here's the finished zine. I'm not sure I had made a video of the finished zine. I was so quick to post it on TikTok, and I don't think I even showed you all the finished zine. Here we go. Here's a short tour. So, as you can see, it's dedicated to Imbolc, which means in the belly. And the goddess Brigid is mentioned. Return of the light, the reawakening of spring. On this page, I have, for me, Imbolc is the beginning of spring, the return of the light. The birds start singing more, and even here in cold, cold Michigan, if you look closely, you can see buds on the trees. Some people only celebrate one day. However, I celebrate this time from February 1st through mid-March. It's a time of renewal, rejuvenation, reawakening, refreshing, and reconnection. So this is my version of Brigid, and this is my decluttering, renew and refresh page. It says, girl, you about to clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up. Do a little each day. The next page, I left some journaling space for garden planning. Rejuvenate, how will our garden grow? I'm gonna inventory my seeds, plan my garden, and do some seed starting in jugs. So I'll probably make a little list here of what I wanna grow on these two pages. And I have the herbs of Imbolc, which are chamomile, lavender, rosemary, and bay leaves. You can look up the spiritual properties of those herbs. If you have a tarot deck, such as the Lineages of Change tarot, you can look up the tarot cards that go along with those herbs in that deck. Just suggestions. Then this page, this page is tune in to a different beat within. The crystals of Imbolc are amethyst, rose quartz, and orange calcite, to name a few. Because again, this is not all-inclusive. This is my learning, my journey. So refresh the altar and mantle with candles, crystals, and pottery, baskets, and natural items. This is known as a time for sacred fire and sacred water. And I just love India Ari. She has a soft spot in my heart. And I love her spiritual qualities to her music. So, and I also have, it's a good time to make a sacred bonfire, sacred baths, moon water, or make a playlist. Born of necessity and turmoil. Ain't that right? Okay. And then the back cover here is about how citrus is associated with Imbolc as well. The bright flavors, the bright light. So you could make dried lemon and orange garlands with bay leaves in between. Make citrus desserts that represent the sunshine to lift our spirits. I make a citrus olive oil cake. That's a Palestinian recipe. I made it last year to honor and to acknowledge the people of Palestine. And I want to close with this quote. Let's always encourage our young ones to tap into that innate spirit to make art that lives inside each one of us. So that's my zine. I love it. So I wanted you to see the finished product. Here we are on day 2. I divided my broth. I have a little bit over here that I'll put away or freeze. And then this I made into, so I had kale, I had rice, chicken. I added some more celery and carrots, fresh parsley and cilantro, and green onions. And let me just spoon this up here. Oh, it's so good. Oh, and I added the juice of a full lemon. I salted it to taste and added some other seasonings. One that I really like, I shared with y'all before, is this 21 seasoning salute from Trader Joe's. It has such a great variety of herbs and spices. So let me just get this soup ladled up. And there we are. I am mindful that I might need to add more broth because you know how rice really absorbs a lot of liquid. I added a half a cup of rice because I wanted it to still be good and brothy. And then I added my chicken since it's already cooked and I didn't want it to dry out. I added that last and then just turned the heat off and let it sit. So this is our lunch for today. A very nutritious soup on a very cold day. Very thankful. I am really enjoying these efforts at putting art at the forefront. It's really helping me to deal with the times that we're in. So I hope that you're doing well and taking really good care of yourself. And I will see you in the next video. All right. Take care.